Happy little learners!
Skippy Skop, around we hop, down the hill and up to the top. Bunnies bounce and puppies prance, all in line for the heartbeat dance. We wiggle left, we wiggle right, we twirl around with giggles bright. With the boing and zing and zip zap zoo, we jump as high as kangaroos. Skippy Skop, don't ever stop, let your feet go plip and plop. Through the puddles, over logs, leaping past the dancing frogs. With flapping hats and rainbow socks, we hop like jumping Jack in the Box. One big twirl and a happy shout, Skippy Skop, we laugh it out. Now settle down, it's time to rest. We gave our skipping all our best. The stars peek out, the moon says hi. We yawn and wave the day goodbye. But tomorrow when we wake on top, you bet we'll shout, Skippy Skop!
Happy little learners!
Lucy had a snowy lamb, soft and fluffy as a cloud. Everywhere that Lucy went, the little lamb was proud. In the meadow green and bright, they would run and jump and play, chasing butterflies all day long underneath the sun's warm ray. When the snow began to fall, the lamb turned white as cream. Together Lucy and her friend lived a winter dream. Snowflakes danced upon their fur and footprints marked the ground. Lucy laughed and hugged her lamb, best friends they had found. At night they'd cuddle close and warm by the fire's gentle glow. Lucy and her snowy lamb loved more than you could know. Lucy had a snowy lamb, soft and fluffy as a cloud. Everywhere that Lucy went, the little lamb was proud. In the meadow green and bright, they would run and jump and play, chasing butterflies all day long underneath the sun's warm ray. Lucy and her snowy lamb.
Happy little learners!
Clap along if you're smiling, show your happy face. Clap along if you're giggling, let's all join the race. Clap along if you're jumping, bounce up to the sky. Clap along if you're laughing, reach your hands up high. Clap along if you're dancing, spin and twirl around. Clap along if you're singing, make a joyful sound. Clap along if you're shining like a bright, bright sun. Clap along if you're smiling, happiness for everyone. Clap along if you're smiling, show your happy face. Clap along if you're giggling, let's all join the race. Clap along if you're jumping, bounce up to the sky. Clap along if you're laughing, reach your hands up high.
Happy little learners!
Topsy the egg had a curious crack, a tiny zigzag from front to back. She wobbled and bobbled on Farmer Joe's hay, not quite ready to hatch that day. Careful, clucked Mama from under her wings. Topsy don't bounce like a jelly spring. But Topsy just giggled, her shell went thunk as she did a wiggle and a little egg dunk. The chicks in the nest gave a cheer and a peep, while Topsy rolled right down the hay heap. She's dancing chirp hip, she's having
headed for a wobbly fall. She wobbled past kittens, around farmer's boot, past a sleepy old cow and a rooster in a suit. The whole barn watched as she spun with delight, a wiggly giggly egg in flight. Then crack, a sparkle, a shimmer, a light. Out popped Topsy, fluffy and white. She blinked and chirped with a beaky grin. I'm ready for fun, let's begin. Now Topsy's a chick with a bouncy prance. The wobbliest egg got the first dance. She's the barnyard star, the giggle and cheer, and everyone shouts, Topsy's here!
Happy little learners!
Woolly sheep, what do you say when the sun peeks out to start the day? Papa, good morning, sky so blue. I wiggle my tail and munch the dew. Ooh, woolly sheep, what do you do when clouds roll in and skies turn gray too? Papa, I hop, then find a tree. A leafy roof is just right for me. Woolly sheep, where do you go when winter brings its chilly snow? Baba, I snuggle in a barn so tight, with haystack beds and lantern light. Ooh, woolly sheep, what's your treat when you find a snack that's extra sweet? Baba, I leap and twirl with glee, a crunchy carrot's just right for me. Woolly sheep, who's your friend from sunrise start to bedtime's end? Baba, the duck and the dancing cow, we play in the meadow, come join us now. Ooh, woolly sheep, what's your wish if you could make one with a swish? Baba, to fly on a cloud parade and slide down rainbows we sheep have made. Woolly sheep, what do you say when stars come out to end the day? Baba, good night my field and tree, the moon sings lullabies just for me.
Happy little learners!
When the moon is bright and the stars all gleam, the squeaky mice begin to scheme. With tiny paws and noses twitching, they sneak outside without a hitching. Tiptoe, tiptoe across the floor, through the garden and out the door. Whiskers twitching, tails held high, underneath the velvet sky. They scamper past the sleeping cat, who dreams of chasing a big fat rat. They sneak by owls who softly hoot, and jump on leaves that crunch and boot. Squeaky mice, so brave and small, on the midnight walk, they have a ball. They find a patch of moonlit cheese, nibble it quietly with the greatest ease. With cheeks puffed out and happy squeaks, they run through bushes and climb the creeks. Then off they dash, back home they sneak, before the dawn begins to peek. So if you hear a tiny squeak, just know the mice are on their sneak, on a midnight walk so bold and bright, dancing softly in the moonlight.
Happy little learners!
By the crack of morning light came a sound so pure and bright. Ticky-tocky, ticky-tock, tiny feet upon the clock. A clock. Out they marched in single file, cheeks so pink and eyes with style. Drums and flutes and horns they played, the ticky-tocky mouse parade. Marching on the mantle high, waving cheese flags to the sky. Wearing boots of button thread and jelly bean hats on each small head. Captain Whiskers led the beat, tap-tap-tapping tiny feet. Behind him marched a mouse so bold, carrying a spoon of shiny gold. One played kazoo, one played a bell, one twirled ribbon with a yell. They spun on springs, did flips in air, with tails that looped like curls of hair. Through the teacups under chairs, down the hallway past the stairs. They danced around a pancake stack, then scurried forth, no turning back. Mice in tutus, mice in ties, doing cartwheels near the pies, with every tick, with every talk.
Happy little learners!
Jill and Jack set out one day, with backpacks bright and sky so gray. "We'll climb the hill," said Jill with cheer, "to see the clouds and sky so near." They packed some snacks, a map and juice, and wore their boots with rainbow spruce. Up the path with twists and bends, they giggled loud like best of friends. A squirrel waved from a leafy tree. "Good luck, you two, climb safe," said he. A butterfly danced near Jack's nose and tickled him from head to toes. They marched through mud, then skipped on rocks, past buzzing bees in flower socks. "Look," said Jill, "a cave so wide, let's peek inside, but not go hide." A bunny bounced across their trail with floppy ears and cottontail. They followed tracks up higher still. Their shoes went squish, they climbed that hill. At last they reached the tippy top, where birds above went flip and flop. They saw the town so far below, and felt the wind begin to blow. Jack pulled out cookies, Jill poured tea. They picnicked near a bumblebee, then rolled back down with laughing glee, like jelly beans set tumbling free. Now every time the sky turns blue, they say, "Let's climb that hill anew." For Jill and Jack both learned that day, the best of fun is just a hill away.
Happy little learners!
Paddle down the stream, splash and sparkle like a dream. Catch the breeze, feel the gleam, floating softly like whipped cream. Quack, quack goes the duck so near, waves that tickle cool and clear. Fish are jumping full of cheer, singing songs that we can hear. Paddle, paddle round the bend, see the rainbow colors blend. Turtles sunbathe, friends we send on this river's fun-filled trend. Paddle, paddle, don't you stop, past the flowers to the top. Watch the dragonflies all hop on this stream, our joyful hop. Paddle, paddle down the stream, splash and sparkle like a dream. Come along, join the team on the water's magic gleam.
Happy little learners!
Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, jumping up like jumping socks. Bounce, bounce high and low, where it stops we'll never know. Inside the box a surprise awaits, a silly clown with funny hats. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, laughing loud with silly talks. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, out come frogs and jumping fox. They leap and hop all around the room, dancing under the shining moon. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, colorful balls and rubber rocks. We toss and catch, we jump and play, in the bouncy box we spend the day. Pop, pop goes the bouncy box, come on friends, let's all unbox. With giggles, fun and happy cheer, the bouncy box is magic here. Down the lane one sunny day, the farm parade was on its way. With drums and bells and happy song, the animals all marched along. Cow played trumpet, bold and loud. Moo, 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 she mooed so proud. Pig had drums, boom, 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 marching to a jolly tune. Duck rang bells on both her feet. Quack, quack, quaint, a bouncy beat. Chicks all clucked in dancing lines with tiny hats and ribbon spines. Goats strummed hay strings, ball alive, twirled beneath the big barn star. Horse went neigh and stopped in time. A clip-clop beat, a tap-toe rhyme. Farmer laughed and clapped with pride as animals sang side by side. And every year they loved to play in the singing farm parade today.
Happy little learners!
Cuddly bear, wiggle bear, tumble down the fuzzy chair. Clap your paws and shake your toes. Wiggle where the giggle grows. Cuddly bear, bounce around. Do a dance without a sound. Hop like jelly on your bed. Flop and plop and spin your head. Cuddly bear, crawl real low, like a worm so soft and slow. Wiggle to the left and right, hide beneath the blanket light. Cuddly bear, stand up tall, tiptoe down the hallway wall. Stretch your arms up to the sky. Touch the moon that's floating by. Cuddly bear, now take a nap. Snuggle in your cozy wrap. Wiggle once, then close your eyes. Dream of honey, stars, and pies.
Happy little learners!
Giggling, the school bell rings. Out jumps Kitty with shiny wings. She's not a bird, she's not a bee. She's the singing star from 3B. With a bow on her tail and tap shoes bright, she twirls and meows with pure delight. Time for a song, she gives a cheer, and every child begins to hear. Paws to the left, whiskers to the right. Clap your hands and dance in light. Tails up high, twinkle your toes. Let's all sing wherever we go. She strums her ukulele blue, while turtles tango and parrots coo. Even the goldfish hums along, bubbling beats to Kitty's song. The chalkboard shakes with bouncy beats as lunchboxes slide right off the seats. The teacher grins, what joy she brings every time that Kitty sings. When story time comes to close the day, she hums a tune that floats away, a lullaby soft as a butterfly wing. The final gift when bells go ding. So if you hear that jingle jazz chime and see a cat who's dressed sublime, join the fun and flap your wings. She strums her left whiskers, your toes. Let songs up high, whiskos, your toes. Let songs her ukulele blue, while turtles tango and parrots coo. Even the goldfish hums along, bubbling beats to Kitty's song. The chalkboard shakes with bouncy beats as lunchboxes slide right off the seats. The teacher grins, what joy she brings every time that Kitty sings. When story time comes to close the day, she hums a tune that floats away, a lullaby soft as a butterfly wing. The final gift when bells go ding, so ding. So if you hear that
Happy little learners!
the muffin treats so sweet, with berries bursting in each bite to eat. Is it the baker with flour on her nose, dancing around in cinnamon clothes? Or is it a squirrel in a gingham hat, whisking and mixing? Imagine that. She stirs with a spoon in a peanut shell pan, adding some honey with a nutty plan. Could it be gnomes in a forest so deep, who bake before dawn while the owls still sleep? They sprinkle in stardust and a giggle or two, and bake them in an oven shaped like a shoe. Maybe it's bears in a mountaintop nook, reading each recipe like a bedtime book. They pat the dough down with their big fluffy paws and make muffin magic with hardly a flaw. Or what if a dragon with frosting on wings bakes blueberry muffins while softly she sings? Her breath is so warm, the oven's just right, and each treat comes out fluffy and light. Then there's a fox in the bakery truck, zooming through town, beep beep, what luck. She drops off muffins on every street, a warm yummy parcel for friends to eat. So who bakes the muffin treats, you ask? It might be someone in a magical mask, or maybe it's you with a spoon and a smile, whipping up joy in your own special style. So grab your apron, let's not delay. The muffin makers are on their way. Chocolate chip or lemon delight, let's bake muffin treats from morning to night.
Happy little learners!
Hush-a-bye, little star, baby, don't cry. The moon's painting lullabies up in the sky. Clouds drift like pillows, the night is so near. The stars tell a story that only you hear. Rock-a-bye, baby, in twilight so blue. The comets are dancing and twirling for you. Your cradle's a moonbeam, your blanket is light, wrapped in the shimmer of a sweet silver night. Hush now, my darling, the owls softly sing, and dreamboats are sailing on stars made of string. The teddy bear captain will guide you away to magical dreams at the close of the day. Whispering winds hum a lullaby tune, carried on sparkles that shine from the moon. Each twinkle above is a kiss from afar.
Happy little learners!
Patty Pan's in the kitchen, whisking with a grin. Flour flying everywhere, let the fun begin. Splash of milk and sugar sweet, eggs that jiggle too. Mix it up and stir some tiny toes and wiggly feet, dancing to a happy beat. Tap, tap, tap on the floor, wiggle, giggle, then some more. Tickle toes in cozy socks, jumping up like little frocks. Wiggly feet in shoes or bare, stomping here, twirling there. Tiny toes that like to wiggle, make the grown-ups smile and giggle. Feet that tap and feet that spin, ready, set, let's dance again. Wiggly feet that jump so high, trying hard to touch the sky. Tiny toes that twist and turn, in their fun there's much to learn. So wiggle toes and stomp your feet, feel the rhythm move to